Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, over the past couple of years, there has been one standout product that we would come to the top of our mind if we said, what's the one product that has been tested on the channel that has raised the most eyebrows, created the most conversation talking points? What would we all say? Probably
AutoFlex. Yeah. It's an easy one.
It's an easy one. So today we are going to review another shaft from the Dumina brand.
Yes.
The AUTOPOWER.
Yeah.
The KHT, Korean Hidden Technology AUTOPOWER. Something we know a little bit more about. We do have a spec sheet to work off with this one.
That's something.
Yeah, exactly. Less hidden details when it comes to this one. We have a torque rating, we have a CPM, which, guys, is our flex designations of rating, and we can understand the properties a little bit more. AutoFlex was very much just a bit of a shot in the dark. We didn't really know what we were getting from that, and it turned out to be incredible. Something we just done a video 2 minutes ago with it, and still see some of our best numbers we've ever seen.
That's why it's fun to keep taking it out, because it, as I always say, it doesn't disappoint
Never.
much ever. So
Never.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious about this one, the AUTOPOWER. Something that in AutoFlex that was designed to create a lot more deflection, energy. This one, obviously, we would assume based on the specs here, we've got the 5XX here. Okay. Right, so 3.7 degrees of torque. If you were down in the 6X, you'd be 3 degrees of torque. Okay.
So a bit more traditional shafts.
Much more traditional. So this has probably been more of the bread and butter that Dumina have had in play over in the Asian market. Yeah. I think this would be your kind of stock high performance product.
Yeah. Right. For someone that doesn't want something, I mean, the AutoFlex is, let's call it unusual. Yeah. It's an unusual product.
Definitely. Yeah. Bit of an acquired taste. Works for some people, doesn't work for others. This would capture, I think, a much wider sort of demographic.
A lot of KLPGA girls using this stuff too. So they're getting fit a lot into this line of AutoFlex versus the AutoFlex that we know here, but this is a popular one over there.
It really is, and I think if you tested the AutoFlex and it maybe wasn't for you, too soft, too much, the graphics were maybe a little bit too loud. I mean, the graphics are different on this one, but definitely tolerable. I don't think people would be put off by that.
They're a little bit more understated, I'd say, slightly.
Okay, why don't we just get into it?
Got into it. So it's my head.
Your head.
TSR2 at 9 degrees.
Love it.
See what happens. Felt really good.
It's a nice flight.
It's out the middle.
Flatter.
Yeah, definitely forward flying, isn't it?
You had a little spin on it.
27, right out the middle.
It's good.
Yeah, it was buttoned.
Am I spinning this head a bit too much now?
I think you're definitely a little less up on it than you were when we tested it, so I think that's kicked your spin up a fraction. It's not a bad thing at all. No. That's exactly what you would kind of expect to happen if you got a less up on it.
Speed's really good. Wow.
It's good too.
Painting the center line.
It took me a few to get used to it, but now I think I'm starting to time the face a bit.
I was going to ask you, so you've hit AutoFlex obviously, now you've hit, KHT Pro.
AutoPower.
What do you notice a massive difference? A bit stiffer?
This just feels like a normal shaft.
Yeah.
Like this feels like we're doing some shaft testing with a Ventus or something like that. There's no unusual kick point. There's no. Yeah. This actually feels it's actually like a pretty damn stiff feeling shaft.
Definitely.
Especially under the handle. Like it feels. I left a couple out to the left, and I just kind of felt like, ooh, like you have to give it some aggression, I think, to hit it down the middle.
It felt like a player's profile to me. Something that if you have a bit of speed and a bit of kind of load in there, you would quite like this. And AutoPower, obviously, maybe an indication of who they're looking to target with this club. Shaft. AutoFlex, you know what you're going to get with that is more, more kick and more deflection, and AutoPower is okay for the stronger swingers. Yeah, we're looking at you guys.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
the last few swings there, Matty, they should call it autopilot. It's
been very
pretty good.
Yeah, like the strike cluster has been pretty good. Like it's been fairly, a little bit in the heel, but fairly centered. That was good.
Nice, Matty boy.
Centered. Actually similar to the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, a little higher in the face.
So, moving the strike around a little bit, you can see where the extra distance is going to come from.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I think it's good.
I think that's what this driver does for me with this setup. That was a little lower spin, but good swings, slightly in the heel, pretty straight, pretty reliable.
That was really good there.
I think the strike pattern is probably the most impressive thing about it. It's kind of funny that it has that in common with AutoFlex.
I know.
But it has nothing else in common.
Yeah, there's nothing else in common.
No.
Nothing really that we can say it shares the DNA of. It's just, this is a completely kind of almost polar opposite product.
Yeah.
A really, really good product.
Yeah, performed. Definitely. Which is nice.
I think, if on the wall, you'd bring it out for faster swing speed players. Maybe guys with quick transitions. Yeah. As I said, under the handle, it is stiff.
Yeah.
Like it's a stiff
profile. Good little fairway wood shaft.
Yeah. Well, I think we certainly don't know, pricing on it. So again, we can't really guide. Crude and hidden pricing. But maybe more in line with the typical products we would carry on the wall here at TX.
Yeah, very similar.
Agreed. Yeah. Cool. Different animal.
Okay, guys. KHT AUTOPOWER. Definitely one I assume people will be interested in if they hadn't got on well with AutoFlex, just to see if getting that strike pattern as dialed in as Matty did is something that they could own. I think that's one of the biggest variables that hinders us as club fitters when the strike is moving around the face an awful lot, and we're trying to match a strike point to a delivery in order to produce a really consistent result. You were able to get that there, Matty, with such a centered strike there. You could completely take ownership of the shot shape based on your delivery, your face-to-path relationship, rather than the strike being the third variable.
That's kind of what I said, is I felt like the swings are mostly the same, the strikes are mostly the same, it's just my ability to control face angle would be the only variable with it. Yeah.
Which is nice.
It's nice,
you can take ownership.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let us know if you've tried this one. Certainly a new one to us, but like it was when AutoFlex first came through the door, and we all know where that went. So we'd love to hear if you guys, if anyone out there has tried it, I'd love to hear your thoughts on how it's performing for you.
For sure.
Good stuff. Okay, stay tuned for more, guys. We'll see you again soon.